Hello everybody and welcome back to Age of Wonders Planetfall, where we are ready to end our turn and see what the AI do. And hopefully, we'll get some energy. That would be nice. So far, it looks like a whole lot of nothing. There's some movement up over here. Okay, anomalous site. Let's take a look. Vegetation threatens to choke out our efforts to excavate this area. Something is stimulating the plants. Everything is thicker and stronger here. It's nothing like anything we've ever seen anywhere else in this area. So we got some knowledge. That's a lot of knowledge, actually. Bioscanners indicated activity deep inside the dead vegetation. All indicators tell of a Star Union facility hidden herein. We need a quick way to clear the spoiled undergrowth. Or rather, overgrowth. We can cut through the jungle. We have a 100% chance of success in 3 turns. We can burn it down, a 50% chance of success in 1 turn. Or we can burn the jungle using energy. 100% chance of success in 1 turn, but it costs energy. Energy is the one thing we need right now, and I feel like we don't really need time that badly, so we'll just cut through the jungle. Okay.
Repair is simply a matter of flagging damaged components that were detected by regular regression testing. We synthesize failed components from golden models and compile them in assembly order. It's quite easy. I have self-documenting pseudocode if you're still confused.
Excellent. Self-documenting pseudocode is, maybe not the most useful thing. But, let's see here. What do we got? Wrecking ships. So those are specifically for navies, huh? Okay. I tend to neglect navies in games like this. Ooh. Defensive shields. Interesting. And an arc manifold. Alternately, we could get cloaking implants. And that seems like a good thing to get. Okay, so we'll work on that.
On nearly every inhabitable planet, oceans are engines of infinite mechanical energy, rhythmic sources of food and endless life, just waiting to be harnessed by someone clever enough to brave their tossing depths.
Okay, sounds good. We'll get counter ops next. Finish our way through tier 3 techs. Okay, and now we've got these guys heading over here. Now, we need 2 electrocutioners in here. So I'm going to go ahead and have the electrocutioner join here. And then the scavenger here can come on down this direction. And try to join up with this guy. Gruxa, of course, needs another scavenger as well. But we'll go ahead and grab an energy stash. Yes, please. That brings us up to 150 energy. And it looks like our hero that was offering to join has given up, which is unfortunate, but that does mean that we can get ourselves a scavenger relatively quickly. I'm not going to displace the recreational dome, but otherwise we'll get that basically ASAP. And we'll just attack these guys here. There's a production stash there. Interesting. We're going to chase them down. Manual combat, as usual. Okay, so, what do we got here? They're in Overwatch. Interesting. So they're going to make us come to them. We'll overwatch ourselves right there. We'll just slowly ooze our way towards them with Overwatch if they let us do this. So we'll do something like that. We'll move the Inspector up to here. And then this would of course be an Overwatch right there. But we can just go ahead and drop our scavengers here and enter defensive mode. Okay. Ah, yes. I always forget about the ability to make those. I'm seeing an interesting option here. No line of sight for that. Okay. Well, we'd need to step forward slightly with Samaros, and we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I think we go ahead and fire on these guys with the Eco Rifle. He's not a sniper anymore. I should keep that in mind. He can actually fire if we go here. And I think going after these scavengers is the way to go. Whoa. So what does that broken mind do? Oh, okay. It gives them a higher fumble chance because their morale is low. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. We can fire on these guys. Odds aren't amazingly good, but if we hit, we'll do a lot of damage. And we missed all three of them. Okay, fair enough. I think we'll take a shotgun blast at these guys. Okay, we staggered them. I'm okay with this. We'll finish off these guys, if we can. And that did not go well. I think we'll maybe just enter Overwatch here. Okay. Interesting choice.
Enemy down.
Okay, and they just suicided in. Gotcha. So, I definitely want to finish off this guy.
Enemy killed.
There we go. I want you to fire on one of these. He is staggered right now, so he only gets 2 shots. I think we fire on this guy and see if we can stagger him. Actually, we would just break his mind. It's these guys who could potentially stagger him. We did not. Okay. I think we go ahead and move... What? I had the wrong guys selected. Okay. I made a mistake there. I thought I had these guys selected, but I had these guys. That was my bad. Okay, let's just go ahead and move these guys a little bit over here. I want to... We'd have to hit all 3 to kill this guy. We can miss 1 shot if we attack this guy. Or we could just enter Overwatch, which I think is our better option.
Enemy annihilated.
Yes. That was absolutely our better option. Okay, let's go ahead and heal these guys over here. And let's just see if Samaros can finish them off. There we go.
Enemy destroyed.
Perfect. Good job, Samaros.
The assembly march on.
Okay, excellent. And there's a production stash. So that finished the recreational
Production ready.
dome. It got us a little bit of progress into that scavenger. Okay, Groxa, what do we got over here? We should really start heading back. Like, we need to be working on a colonist sometime in the near future. So I think we should start withdrawing. And be prepared for where we want to drop that. Which I'm currently thinking maybe these windswept grasses would be good. We can found a colony there. Yeah, this would be a good spot for one, I think. Okay, so the Spacers are attacking us, and our colony militia will defend. We've got a disassembler here with a Gatling gun. Interesting. Well, we'll have to see how some of these units work, the Wrecker and the Disassembler and the Lightning Rider, and the Reaver, for that matter. We've got an Electrocutioner and a Reverse Engineer as well. So we will go ahead and manual combat this, just to see how those units work. And maybe see if we want to include them in our standard doctrine. Okay, this guy is... He can arc strike. 2 hex radius. Ooh. AoE. I didn't mean to move him over there, but I guess it'll work. Medium range air-to-air arc weapon. Additional damage against flying units, but it can be used against other units. Okay. Good to know. I think we'll go ahead and drop these electrocutioners right here and put down Overwatch there. The Reverse Engineer cannot Overwatch. So, I think we'll have him raise shields instead. We can't Overwatch with the Lightning Rider either. So we're just going to go into defense mode. This disassembler, what is the range of this? Quite long. If only it could Overwatch. We'll just leave it there for now. This Reaver, what do you do? Arc Storm? Okay, a single target. You can also go into Hyper Armor and restore action points. And dispel hostile status effects on target-friendly unit. Can jump to up to 2 additional targets within 3 hexes. And we can also split into a swarm of devouring robots. Interesting. For right now, we're just going to move up. And this assembly wrecker, what do you do? You are just a melee monster, looks like. Yes, you are. Get in there. Ooh, and you're fast, too. Okay. Uh-huh.
Operations ready.
Okay. Sounds good. So, I want to use this air-to-air arc weapon to attack their flyer. There we go, it's almost dead already. I'd kind of like to hammer strike these guys, or we could wild swing, but that's a bit of a cleave effect. So we'd have to be in a place where that was a thing. We can do that with only 1 movement pip, but remember that that would end the turn for the unit. So we may as well hammer strike. Okay. Excellent. Now, we can create a construct or reassemble with this thing, or we can fire a shotgun. I'm going to go ahead and create a construct. And we're just going to see if we can get into melee Overwatch on these pigs and keep them busy. Excellent. Now, this Reaver can actually finish off this guy. But we missed. Oh, we hit the second time.
Enemy down.
Fantastic. Okay, so the disassembler there would then be able to move over this way. We'd only be able to fire the Gatling gun once. That's okay. 8% chance to hit versus 25. We'll take the 25. We missed. Okay, fair enough. Now we can take the electrocutioners up over here. We'll only be able to fire once, but that's okay. And we'll fire on these guys. Excellent. Okay, so they're going to do some damage here, I assume. Actually, they're just buffing themselves. And they got that Overwatch triggered. Okay, that seems fine. What is the range on reassemble? Oh, that has to be dead, that's right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and bring this guy over this way. And we could do an arc strike or a lightning storm. I think let's finish off this guy.
Enemy down.
There we go. Now you can probably attack either of these. You have a better chance on the pigs. We weren't able to stagger them. Fair enough. No LOS on the pigs. Okay. Let's actually use this guy. Move forward a little bit. And we're going to try Gatling gunning this. If we accidentally kill this guy, we can resurrect him with our reverse engineer. We did accidentally hit him. That's unfortunate. We can go ahead and move to here. And drop an Arc Storm on either of them. We'll go for this guy. Okay. Now we can finish him off with our constructs.
Enemy annihilated.
Which then means we can hammer strike these guys who are already staggered. They're not in melee Overwatch. And there we go.
Enemy destroyed.
They don't look very destroyed, but
The assembly
I'll take your word
march on.
for it. Well, those are some interesting units. I like the anti-air. Although we haven't run into that many air units yet. We'll have to see if that's a thing. Oh. Right, we get 102 for killing spacers. Fantastic. 102 knowledge.
We know there's a mole in the organization, so we'll be monitoring all of your communications and tracking all of your movements. Please object. It will confirm our suspicions of you.
That sounds right. Okay, we will go for Dawn of a New Union and see what we get out of that. What did we get out of this? I didn't actually look. Okay. So it's literally just countering things that they can do. Sounds good.
Operations primed and ready.
Let's go for steel maps as an operation to go for, I think. And then we need to merge these together. Fantastic. They're still cutting through. And we do need to get a scavenger in there. Or no, we need to get a second electrocutioner in there. That's right. This scavenger here, we are bringing down over this way to this army. So we'll just group in like so. Excellent. I do want to found a colony here. And then here we need another scavenger, which we should get one constructing. We're building currently a hungering scavenger there. So we need, right, a scavenger? We need an electrocutioner here. We're good here. We need a scavenger here. Okay, so we need one scavenger and one electrocutioner. Sounds good. We can annex this. I'm going to, I think, avoid annexing this here and instead annex the old theater district. It does have a spore cloud. And it is claimed, but he claimed one of ours, so... Or rather, he settled in one of the ones that we had claimed. So, he can suck it. Excellent. We could work on our diplomatic analysis wing. And in fact, we should probably work on some of these things. Let's get these online.
Incoming communication.
Oh, okay. So he's going to fight us. In that case, it's a good thing we were already pulling back. So we know he's over here. And I think we'll go ahead and grab Deploy Monitor. So he's angry about this. I let you have the Drill and Pick Mining Corp. Okay. So Zelma has leveled up and can actually get some mods here. And we should probably get our heroes these mods. So let's go for Zelma for the probably... Is this an arc weapon? It is. Okay, we'll go for that. And probably the targeting demon shell. And then a defensive thing like the guardian demon shell. Okay, there we go. Excellent. So we still have one more turn here. We created a sector
annexed.
base over here. So that's ideal. We can queue up a few things here. Let's see, for the old theater district... we can still swap between those, I think. For the old theater district, I think we want to go for energy exploitation. But if we raise this... Okay. How do we get rid of this? I know I researched something.
Operations primed and ready.
Is it an operation? I would think it would be, to get rid of that spore cloud. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. Is it a doctrine? I don't know. But Groxa, we need you to come back home. We've got somebody threatening war, so we need to return home. Off we go. Yeah, we're not actually going to deploy a monitor right now. Okay. Let's see if this guy actually declares. Oh, we met somebody new. Why, hello there. Nice to meet you. The Paragon faction is demanding 12 knowledge, or rather 12 of this resource. I actually don't know what this resource is. Sure, you can have it. The thick overgrowth was clearly the work of the sentient plants we know as the Growth. At first we cursed them for creating such a terrible obstacle until we broke through their barrier and discovered something far worse contained within. The Xenoplague. Uh-oh. Before us sprawled a large underground test site. Within the site, lurking in every conceivable place of ambush, squirmed the oozing eyes of the Xenoplague. They stared hungrily at the way to freedom just beyond us and readied their attack. Apparently, the Star Union intended to destroy this whole sector, but the Growth deactivated the placed explosives and contained the menace in their wall of roots. So we can fight the Xenoplague, or we can activate the emergency self-destruct system. Or we can leave for now, which seems fine. What could possibly go wrong? We're going to kill him. But we're also going to leave for now, because I want to get this scavenger in here, if we can. We can't. But what we can do is we can get Samaros there and Groxa there to aid us. Okay, so how do I get to that? Yeah, there we go. Oh, we actually don't get our help, but they're really weak. So we'll just kill them. Okay, they moved to there. We can actually open fire immediately. We only have a 7% chance, so we're going to enter Overwatch instead. Zelma, you can come up over here as well and enter Overwatch. We'll put a scavenger right up over here to try to bait him in. A second scavenger over here in melee Overwatch. This inspector can come up over here and enter regular Overwatch. Like that. And if they try to attack, they are going to be gunned down horribly. They chose to range instead. Which makes sense. I don't blame them. Okay, let's go ahead and close in a little bit. We could go here and get a shot off. I think we should probably go in and look to stagger. And we did indeed stagger it. That's perfect. Now we should come up over here and try to enter melee Overwatch. This guy is very overextended, so we are definitely going to need to support him. For now, I'm going to move this Electrocutioner right up here and enter ranged Overwatch. And Zelma, you can actually fire quite effectively from right here, so do so. Okay. Nicely done. Let's come up over here. This guy, I believe, will die to melee Overwatch. So I actually want to move slightly more forward to about here, and then enter ranged Overwatch like that. Hopefully, the melee Overwatch will trigger first. I don't know what order that goes in.
Enemy destroyed.
Yep, melee went first. And then that guy suicided.
Reassembly, march on.
Well, that was easy. Okay. So, we could get this thing. Acrimonious. Parasitic infection. Single action. I think I'm just going to sell it for now.
The body framework now accommodates an assortment of tactical conveniences. Trying to hide from spying eyes? Cloaking implants will enable you to hide in plain sight. C49, Early Adoption Rigor.
Excellent. I think we'll go for motion disruption next. Okay. So we need to bring our armies home, for sure. Actually, we can't actually quite join those. That's awkward. Okay, come on up.
We can rebuild him. Or her. Or it. Enhancements are unnecessary. Our fallen heroes learn by the very nature of their termination. They say that spending so much time waiting in the void is the greatest of all teachers.
Okay, we'll go for intelligence gathering next. That seems like a good thing.
Production
And we have
ready.
the scavenger done. This one is a scavenger as well. This scavenger actually joins over here. Why do we have a scavenger here? What we really needed was this Electrocutioner, who will bring down over this way. I do want to definitely get a colonizer queued up, though. And with that, it's pretty much time to put a cut in here. We're probably going to be going to war in the next episode. Not our choice, but these guys are probably going to attack us. So we'll see if they do. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.